Assalamu alaikum. Hello viewers, how are you? So today we are going to learn about how to change absorption data into transmitters data. We have three different samples and the graphs are different, so we are going to start it. So please subscribe our channel. So here the first graph we have draw. So you can see that the peak, firstly zoom it. So you can see that the peaks values are observed but its direction is upwards, which show that it's a absorbance data. So we are going to change it into transmittance data and its direction will become to downwards. So let's start. Firstly please add a column by using Control D. So you can see that and select all. You can see you can write at f of x, but you can select all and set column values. So here you can write the formula, which is equal to 10 multiplied by minus column of intensity, which is the column of B. So and then close the brackets and multiply by its 100. So you can see that we have observed some new values. So by using these new values we can calculate the transmitters data. Sorry, I forgot to write about the 100. So you can write it in your formula while you are using. So you can see that the peaks values are from changing it from upwards to downwards. So here zoom it and then you can see that its values becoming downwards. So you can see that but here is a problem. So you can see that a long curved line is a long line is observed, which is going to downwards. So we are going to remove it and then select. So here we select the point where we want to remove it. So it's a 631. So we are going to remove it from book. So as I press the button delete, then you can see that the card is deleted. So here, so I'm going to delete some more values and you can see it easily. Yeah, you can see that as I press the button delete button, so you can see that the card data is going to removed. Yeah, so you can see that there is a lot of noisy data. So we are going to remove that noisy data by using smooth filter. So you can check this smooth filter process from our another video. So here we are going to smooth, open dialog, and then choose the adjacent value. Yeah, so adjacent value it is used to make an average, and then preview and select points, and then you can see that a new graph is observed at black one. So firstly we hide the previous one data, and then we are going to change the new data color from red to black, and then you can see that here is the new data. So it is much better from previous one, because the previous one has too much noisy data, but this data has minimum amount of noise. So you can see that. So now we are going to deal another graph. So you can see that uh, here are the peaks of absorbance data. So first again same process, Control D, select all, and set column value and write the formula, which is equal to 10 multiplied by minus column B, because column B is from intense. So here we are going to write about the formula. So yes, apply, and then you can see that we got some new values. So we are going to draw it. So you can see that the absorbance graph converted into transmittance graph. So firstly we will remove the noisy data here. So adjacent 15 points, 15 points, preview, okay. So you can see that a noisy data is also here. So we are going to again apply a smooth filter and get a very minimum amount of noisy data. Adjacent 25 points and auto preview, and then we are going to OK it. So you can see that here are three values. First one is black, second one is 15 point, and third one is 25 point. So we just choose the 25 points value and change its color. So now we are going to change it in standard form. So firstly we rescale its scales and lines and titles. So you can choose the same or with your own desire. Here none. Okay, so I'm going to delete it intensity value because intensity in 100% values. So we just write its unit transmitters and its unit is percentage. Now we are going to change the x-axis. So its value is wave number. So wave number and write its unit, which is per centimeter. So cm, and I'm going to use a subscript. So here -1, and then again click on it, and then so we can see that the graph is from 50 to 4500. So we are going to draw it 500 to 4000. Mostly we use graph from 400 to 4000, but here we have data from which is started from 650. So we are going to change it. So you can see that the graph is starting from 645. So we are going to change the scale from 600 to 4000 here. So yeah, now we are going to deal from third graph. So here its value is, so you can see that it's absorbance data. So we are going to change it into transmittance. So again control D or use add new column. Sorry, I click on wrong button. So add new column here, select all, and then set column value. You can write this in f of x if you don't want to if you don't want to use set value. 10 staring into minus column of b intensity value, and then multiply by 100, and here the transmittance value. So you can see that a noisy data is here. So we are going to remove it. Firstly we zoom it, and then a noisy data is here, so we are going to remove it. So noisy data is going to start from 589. So we are going to delete the 589 value. So you can see that now the graph is in standard form. So sorry, first we are going to smooth it, and then we will apply some peak analyzer dialog box on it, and then we will make a standard FTIR graph. So adjacent, and now we have a smooth value. So firstly, the previous data we are going to hide it. Yeah, now I'm going to change its color, and then so here a standard data is observed. So I'm going to zoom it, but you can see that the peaks value are too high, so I'm going to change it in some small zoom ratio. Yeah, there's a little bit change in peaks. So firstly I'm going to rescale it, none and none. And now for top, no and no. So here I'm going to delete the intensity value and write about the its unit and its y-axis values, transmittance and percentage. Here now I'm going to x-axis value, change the x-axis value, wave number, and its unit is per centimeter. So we can see that this data is starting from 500 to 4000, so I'm not going to change the intensity, oh sorry, x-axis value. So let's start change the title, but sorry, first we will choose peak analyzer dialog box to mention some peaks, and then we will change about then we will change its title. So find peak, and then click on next, again next, again next. So click tick on enable auto find. So I'm not going to enable auto find, so I'm choosing add button. So according to your peaks value you can add the peaks values, and then click on done, and then click on finish. So I'm going to hide the baseline values because it is not necessary. So here I'm writing its name. So here it is a standard form of transmittance plot which can get from absorbance data. So please subscribe our channel. Thanks a lot for watching. Allah Hafiz.